Good morning, it is episode number 13 of our budget van build. If you haven't checked out all of the other episodes, go watch them before this one because there's a hell of a lot different. We use Esim.sm to stay connected on the road. We especially love their global eSIM plan, which allows you to go from country to country only paying for what you use. It helps us forget about the roaming. Use the code on the screen to help you save even more money. Let's get into the video. On today's episode, we are making the seating area for our van, and we wrote another list because, you know what, we've been feeling pretty productive crossing off things on a list, so why not make another one? On the list, we have the seat base, the cushioning, which is a new idea that me and Connor came up with, so stick around for that. We are extending, let me show you, this step over here so that we can build the kitchen area over it. We're adding a 90 bit of trim on to this so it makes it look neater, and then we're painting and siliconing the seats that we're putting over here. Let's get on it. Me and Connor are splitting the tasks on this video to make it a little bit more easy for us. Connor's going to be making the bases of the chairs and I'm going to be making the tops. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a new method that I have never done before, so hopefully it turns out right.
Mara's doing the cushion, I'm doing the seat base. Last time we used, I think this is 2x4 for all our...
just everything, really.
Like the wardrobe, the bed, the seating area, and it was strong, but it's super bulky. So, we're using this stuff. We don't know what it is, but...
It looks like 2x2.
Yeah, just under 2x2. But we're going to use this for the seat base, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to board it out with 5.5mm plywood. A lot of the storage in the seating area was taken up by this. Hopefully it's a bit more sleek. We're making the chairs higher, because when we was eating before, like our elbows were hitting the side of the worktop and the bed. So yeah, seats a bit higher, but nothing else is changing, pretty similar.
Alright, well, this video is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be doing two different things, and hopefully I can edit this properly to make it make sense. On the last van, our chair situation was basically just a bit of board, and then we decorated it with the tongue and groove to make it look a little bit nicer, neater. But I always sat on a cushion because it wasn't actually the most comfortable seat. So this time around, I'm making the cushioning all by myself. I'm making the top of the seat in material. So I'm gonna get some wood. I got this stuff, which is actually floor lining. It's quite spongy. I'm gonna use a few layers of that on it. I got this for free, actually. It was like offcuts from the guy who I got the lino off of. It was just in his bin, and I asked him if I could take it, so that was free. So done a bit of bin raiding for that. I also bought this leather material, which was about like £6.99 for a metre. Stretchy fake leather. So that is going to be what the seats are going to be covered in. Connor started measuring out and making the frame for the first seat. Since we don't have the worktops in for the kitchen area, he really had to figure out how high he can put the seat in comparison to the bed and where the worktop would be. I've got my measurements, so I'm just gonna measure the two bases of the boards and then cut them out and then work out what I'm gonna do after. I measured out the frame that Connor made, and then I wanted to make it slightly smaller so it sit on top but not rub. Because I'm making the seats out of fabric, I really don't want it to over time wear away the leather. After measuring out the seat's base, I helped him screw the frame in and he helped me cut out the base of the seats. All the materials that we're using for the seating area are the leftover materials that we used for the bed space. We spent £90 on the bed space, so technically we've also spent £90 on the seating area as well. And because this is a budget van build, we are making sure that we use all the offcuts we can so that we're saving money where we can. Now Connor had established how high he wanted the seats, he started making the rest of the frame. Whilst he did that, I cut and sanded all the corners of the base of the seat. I now got both of these all sanded up, ready to fit the sort of spongy stuff on. I'm just gonna lay this on the material, cut it out twice, see if it's soft enough, or cushiony enough, and then see if I need a third one. So that's what I'm gonna do, I feel like. This stuff is usually what they put under carpets, and it was quite firm, so I didn't know whether I needed 3 to make it softer. So this is 2 bits of the floor lining, sponge stuff. So see, I don't know.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it's alright actually. It's not hard, definitely not hard. But I don't know whether I need like one more. Wait, you try it. Look, sit down and you tell me. What do you think?
It's alright.
Yeah? You sure?
I like it.
I've cut out my bits and I've got 2 bits of sponge for each seat now. I'm going to spray adhesive them on, and then I'm going to start sort of cutting out the leather for it. I'd like to say that I picked up a few tricks from the guy in Morocco who did our seats, but let's see if I actually did. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be looking as good as our Morocco seats, but hopefully I can do a good enough job so that they look quite nice. Like I said, this is the first time I'm even trying to attempt anything like this, so I'm really hoping that this works out. But I'm feeling very confident and very brave, so yeah, I think this is going to look good. I've got the 2 bits of foam carpet stuff stuck onto the wood, and I'm just going to measure up by eye really how much of this I need. I wanted to get a lighter fake leather material, but the only thing they had was either black, white, and white would get way too messy, and like a brown colour, and I thought black would look best. I'm gonna basically turn it over and then have it so that it's stretched over on each side, and then I'm gonna use a stapler to staple it in. Yesterday I used a stapler and I tried it out on the 9mm bit of board and it went through. It didn't bend or anything, so instead of going out and buying a staple gun, I'm just gonna try it out with a stapler first to see if it works, and then if it doesn't, I'll go out and get a staple gun. But if I'm just gonna use it for one job, there's no point really. I first came up with the idea to do this when we were discussing our old seating area, and we realised that it wasn't as comfortable as we wanted it to be. At first we thought about potentially making a cushion for that area so that we had something that we could sit on, but we had cushions before, and what we were finding is when we were opening the storage space underneath it that the cushions would get stuck, so we decided to do this instead.
I got a bit carried away, but we've done the framework for my side, framework for Mara's side. So now I'm just going to use the leftover plywood from the bed to board this end here and the front, and then we're ready. And I am just making the seats over there. Looks really good, Mara. Really good.
Whilst I was struggling to put the fake leather on the seats, Connor was flying ahead and getting all the boarding done for the seating area. The only thing with using a stapler on the leather is that sometimes it goes through and sometimes it doesn't, because it's quite thick in some areas, but I managed to make it work. So here we have it, the 2 seats. We aren't going to look too closely at the back.
They look so good.
That's them. Do you think so?
We could have done our front ones.
No, we can't. I'm not that bad.
These
Yeah.
look good.
But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bit of ply on the back and screw it in so that that also holds the material. And put a bit of silicone. I think it's done.
Looks so good.
Thank you. I'm really excited to get these on. So to explain what I've done with these seats, I've stapled the fake leather onto the 9mm of ply. And now I've cut a bit of 5mm of ply, and that's gonna sit on top like that, and I'm gonna screw it in and paint it so that it literally clamps it down and makes it look a lot neater. Connor, what's the update?
Update is they're all boarded. I just filled them, so as soon as that dries I'm going to paint them grey and then silicone. Oh yeah, in the last video I siliconed that white, but we found that you can get it in grey, so I've siliconed here in grey, and I'll continue it round the front of them once I've painted them.
Nice. Hey, they look so good. I actually am really excited.
A lot better than last time.
Yeah, and I'm excited to get the tops on as well, which I'm just doing over there. But this is exciting. We've completely forgotten about the list. We've just been working away. Connor's already at the painting stage, so let's cross some stuff off. So, seat base, done. Painting, pretty much done.
No.
Oh, okay, maybe not. I was a bit early with crossing off the paint because Connor's still doing it. But seat base is done. Cushion is almost done. These are just drying now. I painted them a bit of a gloss black to go on the back of these. We are flying along. Yeah, all there is to wait for the things to dry and then get it all put together.
Look at this person.
What? It's not coming off.
Made a red mark as well.
Oh, what is that? For God's sake.
I will forever be getting paint on me. If you ask me to paint something, 9 times out of 10, I'll be getting paint on myself too. I'm glad we found this grey silicone because honestly, it makes it look so much neater. Just like in our old van, we're following quite a similar colour scheme, but that's only because we wanted to add like pops of colour for when we go out and buy souvenirs. Now that the undersides had dried, I really wanted to use black screws to screw them in so it just looked a little bit nicer, but I couldn't find any black screws and I went to 3 different shops and they didn't have any black screws that were short enough, so I ended up using silver screws for the backs.
We've made quite a mess today. Honestly,
You still got a red mark on your head.
Oh, don't. I
Well,
tried
you've been-
scrubbing off that black paint and it was so hard to come off. It was gloss. And now I've got a red mark on my face. Let's update the list. We have cushions done. I just need to screw them in. Let me actually show you them because they look so amazing. I like them. So, this is the finished product. I know there's a little bit of like wood that you can see, but I'm gonna touch that up. But basically, we were gonna have the hinges hidden, but Connor actually saw that it looked better without them hidden. It actually looked alright. So we're gonna mount that in a second. Let's continue updating our list. We have now got the 90-degree trim that we are using for the step. The rest of this is going to be countertop space, so we're going to make a little step here in a second with some storage. Silicone paint's all done. How amazing does that look? Yeah, and silicone. So all we need to do is screw these in and then do the step, and it's as if I had spoken way too soon because it started spitting. So let's get this in and let's get the step in before it pours it down.
These look so good.
We just need to screw it in now. So I've got that screwed in. Let me screw the other side and then I can show you what it looks like open and closing.
Right, they're in. What do you think?
I love them. Honestly, the box itself just looks so good. And this is the first time I'm opening this. I hope it works. Oh, look at that. And look how much space there is. There's actually so much more space. That is so good.
They look so good.
I know. Oh, okay, wait, 1 second. Let me just, we're gonna demonstrate.
Wait, I haven't opened mine as well.
Oh no, go, open it. Crazy. Oh, let's
Right.
I know, we moved that. Oh my god,
so
my
much better.
my legs are like almost dangling on the floor.
That's perfect. Doesn't it feel like an actual, like...
Yeah, it does. And then we can have our little
it's
pot of
raining.
stew in the front.
It had started raining as we were admiring our seats, but what we did was take that time to discuss how we were going to do the step for the worktop area. And all I can say is we are in love with our seating area now.
Now that the rain stopped, what we're going to be doing is the little step here. It's going to be hollow so that we can put some stuff in, our shoes, extra stuff. We're doing it a slightly different way to what we did it last time. Hopefully it works out.
So just like I mentioned in our last video, we have officially set the deadline to finish this budget van build by the end of June. What we're planning to do is every video is going to be a specific section of the van, but we want to know what you guys want to see. Do you want detailed videos on step-by-step breakdowns on how to do stuff? Or do you just want to see the whole area getting done in the video? Probably won't be as detailed, but you'll be able to see the progress a little bit quicker. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thank you.
Here we have it. This is our little step that we're going to put in. This is just going to really be where the kitchen space is going.
Yeah, all the countertop goes on. There you go. Right, it's just stopped raining, so we've got to be quick. But that is the extension done. So you'll be able to get some shoes under there, and then the kitchen cabinets are going to be on this area, so you're not going to see any of the top. But it's all sealed and level with the floor, so that's just the new base for the kitchen area to go
You're
on.
not going to see any of this silicone over here. Let me just get in whilst Connor closes it. It's still raining a little bit. You're not going to see any of this silicone because the countertops are all going to be there. But it just means that it's all sealed in, it's all secure once that sets off, and you won't get any rubbish going down the side. But yeah, extra storage space for shoes, which we didn't have before. We had to put all of them in the garage, so that's nice. It's done.
Okay,
It's because you were up there and it was down there. So we're going to write it again so we can cross it off because Connor's too tall and I can't get him on camera.
Last thing done.
Woo! That was just so anticlimactic. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Honestly, this area is looking so amazing and I can't wait to keep going and do the rest. The next part of the van we are going to be doing is the shower space. So I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you like the seating area as much as we do. I can't believe how good this van is looking so far. We can't wait to do the shower area next, but we will see you guys on Friday.